Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be continuing on with our HTML tutorial series, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at at one of the metadata tags that is in HTML that is actually very useful. It is called the base element. Now, we're not going to show like a full-fledged example of this yet, for the simple fact of we have not learned certain elements that are used in conjunction with it. But I will explain to you the basic concept of this tag. So the base element is essentially used to it essentially allows you to specify a base URL for all resources being used in your page. So, for example, in the base element, you can specify a base URL of www.example.com. And then, let's say you have a link that points to about.html. That, when you click on that link, then your browser would navigate to www.example.com/about.html. Or let's say you wanted to specify a base URL for all your images. Well, if you wanted to have all your images at a URL www.example.com/images, and you have then an image that just references, say, x.png. It would, when the page loads, the image will look for that image at www.example.com/images/x.png. So you can kind of see the pattern here. Any relative paths will have that base URL appended to it. Now, I guess let's take a moment before I show you an example to talk about what even a relative path is. Well, a relative path is essentially it's a path that is relative to your current document. And with relative paths, you'll generally see a dot or two dots. A single dot means this current location that the current file is in. Two dots means go back a directory, go up a directory in the hierarchy. Now, you could use an absolute path, and an absolute path would be something like c:\users/your Windows username /da-da-da-da-da. Just the full file path instead of something being relative to your current location. Now let's go ahead and write a base element. Let's go into the head. And in the head, we're going to do a less than sign, base, space, href. We're going to leave the href empty for now. And then we can go ahead and close it with a greater than sign. Now, inside of the quotation marks, this is where this is where we specify the actual URL that we want to use as our base URL for resources. And keep in mind, this base URL has to be an absolute path. It cannot be relative. So, let's say we want to reference our resources at https://www.github.com. Now, when we have any resources in our application, in our web application, in this specific page, it'll look for that at the root of github.com. Pretty simple. Nothing too difficult. So that basically does it for this video, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.